Get this to 5,000 likes. 1,000 people comment and tell me, do we need a governor general? Breaking news coming up in this segment, my people. Video will be provided. Condolences are in order. Don't go away. Listen to this.
Them not pay attention. For real. People, Jamaican people, you guys ever wonder what is the role of the governor general? You guys ever wonder what does this governor general guy do? First of all, the governor general does not work for Jamaica. The governor general does not represent the Jamaican people. See? The governor general represents the British monarch. The governor general represents King Charles. At one point he was representing the Queen. But now that the Queen is gone, he is representing King Charles. The governor general is put there, seen as the overseer of the Jamaican plantation, because King Charles cannot be there to oversee for himself. See? So anything happens on the Jamaican plantation, the governor general is the informant to the king. You see me I say? And that is why the governor general is higher than the prime minister. Let me say it again. The governor general is higher than the prime minister. See? Number one, King Charles, who is head of state. Then the governor general, and then the prime minister. A certain set. See? And if anything happens to the prime minister and he cannot perform his prime minister duties, the governor general and King Charles will take over Jamaica until another prime minister is appointed. And we've been celebrating independence for 62 years now.
Welcome to each and everyone. Today's Kindness Wednesdays, everybody. Alright, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share the video with people. 1,000 people comment and tell me, do we need a governor general? 1,000 people comment and tell me, does Jamaica need a governor general? The highest authority in the land, and as you just heard the video a while ago, even higher than the prime minister. Now, if it ever it is that the prime minister will find himself incapable of running the country, the governor general will take control as well. You understand me? He is the highest authority in the land, but a bit of controversy surround his side right now. Yes, there's a bit of controversy now. According to what is being said, everyone, I'm going to tell you about it coming up in this segment. Condolences are also in order, my people, so no need to get ready for that also. You understand me? And of course, we send condolences to all these individuals that has lost their lives. And of course, you know what I mean, we're going to talk about that further on in the segment. Today's Kindness Wednesdays, remember, show some kindness. You don't get the blessing from man, you get it from God. You understand, everyone? All right, so as that is being said right now, we will now get into the news just for you, so you can hear what is happening with the governor general of Jamaica. All right, now this happens now to come as the only anti-corruption body, and the governor general is now the center of attention. Yes, the Integrity Commission is what I'm talking about, and the governor general. How did those two names mix? You need to stay tuned to find out. You understand me? Okay? Yes. Now, let us get in the article right now. Of course, the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, everyone. See him? Now, let's get into it. Now, this is what it is with the source, everybody. As was implied by his office, the newspaper appreciates that the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, is not obliged to explain his actions or inaction to the public unless he is specifically required to do so by the Constitution or some other law. The Governor General who no one in the public any explanation as to what he does or does not do, because he does not work for Jamaica. He's an overseer. Nonetheless, given the low level of trust most Jamaicans have in public officials and the overwhelming majority of citizens believe that they live highly uncorrupt country, Sir Patrick would understand people's concern, as it seeming, well, retains in completing what would normally be considered a formality, the appointment of the key senior staff to fill vacancies at the Integrity Commission. Alright? Now, the obvious question with respect to the delay are whether it is merely a technical matter, whether the Governor General has legitimate concerns over the recommendations sent to him by the Commissioner, and assuming that the holdup is deliberate, the legal ground, if any, upon which he stands. Alright? Now, such speculations are good for neither the office of the Governor General nor the IC, especially against the backdrop of recent partisan efforts to undermine the Commission and its work. Now, in regards if the delay is bureaucratic or bureaucratic hiccup, Sir Patrick Allen should immediately apply his signature and seal the appointments if there are real concerns, which has been unable to resolve with the commissioners, and he genuinely feels a need to escalate the issue. He should say so. Merely keeping the appointments in a state of suspended animation, it is not helpful, according to what is being said. The IC is Jamaica's premier anti-corruption body for public officials, including legislators. They file incomes, assets, and liability statements annually with the Commission, which certifies their report and their wealth is in line with legitimate income. The agency also undertakes other anti-corruption investigations as well. Now, except for the Auditor General and ex officio member, the 4 other commissioners are appointed by the Governor General and his discretion. Under the law, it is the commissioners who select the body's executive divisional director. These appointments, except in very narrow and limited circumstances, as this newspaper reads the law, are then rubber stamped by the Governor General. He must fall under some pressure. Or as Section 28(1) of the Integrity Commission Act puts it with respect to the executive director, there shall be an executive director of the commissions who shall be appointed by the Governor General, acting under the recommendations of the commissions. Alright, now the language of the law of Section 34 is similarly with respect to the division's director. Now the proversio is that the people who are recommended for the appointment of these positions are qualified for their jobs, people of integrity, are not impartial, and are capable of exercising due diligence and have sound judgment in the case of the executive director, and the candidate's credentials should make him or her also eligible for appointment as a commissioner. So the people must say, Wagwan, Sir Patrick Allen, we are deal with. These are the requirements for the corruption. What I can see is that many people are now of the view that they are trying to dismantle the Integrity Commission, the only anti-corruption body, as you heard a while ago, that keeps officials, government officials, and members of parliament in check. So till now, it has gone to the highest authority in the land, Sir Patrick Allen. They're looking, they're watching. What will you do? Leave a like on the video. 1,000 people comment and tell me, do we need a Governor General? Let us move on, everybody. All right, condolences are in order. Man killed in Kingston East was suspect in Tex Lane shooting, police says. Now, the police says a man who was dropped in Kingston East on Monday during a confrontation with law enforcers was a suspect in the multiple incident at the intersection of Tex Lane and Charles Street in Kingston last week. Now, the deceased man has so far only been identified as Soothie. Reports indicate that about 5:10 a.m. a police team comprising of members of the counter CTAC, because I can't say that T word, CTAC, you know where the T mean in a CTAC, I can't say that word because of the platform. Alright, they went to Main Street in Dunkirk, Kingston 16. Now, the Police Force Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, says during the search of the premises, the suspect attempted to evade arrest and open gunfire at them. It was returned and he was found suffering with gunshot wounds, where he was later pronounced dropped. Condolences to the persons who lost their lives in this mass incident of 9, which left 5 dropped and 9 injured. All right, we have more to come down on the way. So forward.